Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Modern Horizon 3 Affinity deck in Timeless format. So a couple new cards here that is going to make this deck insanely good compared to last time that we took a look at Affinity. So a lot has changed, so let's take a look at all the new cards from Modern Horizon 3 and some of the cards that got better as a result. So we got Frogmere Enforcer, which is just an amazing card. It's just a straight up upgrade to the Mirror Enforcer. The catch here is you can play this out for the prototype cost. So if you don't have that many Affinity creatures on the battlefield, you can run this out early, but our mana base isn't going to be focused on trying to cast the Frogmere Enforcer because we have to play a lot of artifact lands in this deck. Instead of making the mana base really bad, we have 4 copies of Spire of Industry and 4 copies of Springleaf Drum that is going to provide you red source to cast the Frogmere Enforcer's prototype cost. But that's not going to be the focus. If you can get it down early with the prototype cost, that's fine. But usually you just want to cast it for the full mana cost. So we're not going to be adding red colored mana into our mana base. Along with the Frogmere Enforcer and Mirror Enforcer, now you can also generate additional mana with Ugin's Labyrinth. So this is another card that you can play in this deck. So early games, you could use the Ugin's Labyrinth to accelerate your mana. And then later on, you can get back your Enforcers into your hand so that you can cast it under Simulacrum Synthesizer. The other card that we got is the Kappa Cannoneer. Unlike the other artifact creatures in our deck, this has improvised instead of affinity for artifacts. So it's going to be a slightly harder to cast, but we do have a lot of 1 mana and 0 mana cards in the deck, so it shouldn't be too hard casting this. But the thing about this card that is insanely powerful is the fact that it has Ward 4, and every time an artifact comes onto the battlefield under your control, it gets a +1/+1, and it also cannot be blocked for the turn. So this is an unblockable creature that is impossible to get rid of. And because it says artifact enters the battlefield instead of casting the artifact, so even if an artifact lands comes onto the battlefield, it's going to get a +1/+1, and it's not going to be able to get blocked for the turn. So because now the deck has 16 creatures that you can cast it for lower cost mana, Simulacrum Synthesizer now becomes insanely strong in this deck. And not to mention, because now we have more cards that are mana value 5 or greater, we get to also play 4 copies of Up the Beanstalk. And this is the reason why we cannot splash red source in the deck for the Frogmere Enforcer's prototype cost and just kind of rely on casting the prototype cost with Spire of Industry and Springleaf Drum. But in the end, you don't really want to cast it for the prototype cost since we have the Up the Beanstalk. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some Timeless Best of 3 to show you guys how that does. So let's hop on over. Okay, first game. Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. I like it. So we can go Retrofitter, Ornithopter. No, we can go Springleaf Drum, Ornithopter. And then cast Retrofitter. We're not going to sacrifice the Retrofitter, the Ornithopter here, because actually, do we just cast Simulacrum here? A lot of things to do. Wrist. Okay. Simulacrum or Beanstalk? I mean, this is more mana efficient, technically, and it does scry into our creatures here, so... Saw Monitor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 artifacts. What does this do? It has to come back from the graveyard, right? Darn. They're really gonna just flash an Orcish Bowmaster like that, huh? I'm surprised. Oh, Boseiju. Does this force a shuffle? No, it says may search. Decline. Okay, play this out. I think I might actually wait on this Mirror Enforcer. Yeah. So we pass. So we're gonna draw some cards with up the Beanstalk next turn. Create some 4/4s. What does this become? Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Okay, so it is a pretty nasty one. I see. Okay. Okay, there's the win con. There's the win con. So I think we pass because we have a simulacrum. And maybe we start attacking next turn. Okay. Bowmaster is annoying, but it's not, you know, it's not the end of the world, you know? Kind of awkward. Another Bomi. Okay, that's pretty lucky for them. Not gonna lie. Having another one, right? Mana value 3 or greater. So even if I lose this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I can cast this for 1. Okay, next turn we have Moonstar Prototype. Yeah, I do think this is just Yawgmoth, right? That's playing Grist. Deathray Shaman. They can Court of Calling for 4. We do have a prototype. Attack, 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 attack. So let's say I Moonstare prototype here. And then bounce the Grist. So if I do it now, bounce it, my opponent is not going to be even able to Court of Calling for 4. So I think this is actually pretty well much worth it. And they also lose a Death Touch creature, right? They can Court of Calling for 3, but they're not going to be able to get anything too crazy out of it. Right, there's a Court of Calling. They are super low on life though, so even if they get like a Yagamoth combo going, they would need some sort of a life gain or something here. But they also don't have that much like mana, so they can't really do too much with Yogg. Like sure, they get a Yogg down, but like that's about it. So they got... Yeah, they can't really do much, even with Yogg. Kappa Cannoneer. Okay, I just play this for... Yeah, and then leave up a Retrofitter. What does this say? It's only when Cannoneer attacks, it can't be blocked. And we attack. So they go to 4. I mean, they're still dead? They can't Court of Calling. Okay. GG's. Great first game. Okay, we want 2 copies of Pithing Needle. I think that's about it. Do we want Metallic Rebuke? I feel like as soon as we add things like this, it makes our deck worse. So Up the Beanstalk was very good there. What do we take out? What the heck? Maybe I'm actually supposed to go down on Up the Beanstalk though because of things like Orcish Bowmaster. Am I crazy in thinking that? This is our engine, right? But I guess if we get Kappa Cannoneer down against the Yagamoth, we just win immediately, right? They can't really do anything about this? Or... Okay, insane? Insane. So I think we do need to Pithing Needle first, right? Because next turn we want to play Up the Beanstalk. Arwen. Arwen. Also got a Ugin's Labyrinth, which is kind of sick. So if I Ugin's Labyrinth, the Mirror Enforcer, I'll have what? 4 mana?
Into history. Your story's not finished yet.
Which isn't technically enough. Ivar is interesting as well. But I guess it makes sense because they're playing Grist. I don't think I'm going to do that. Just go with the Simulacrum. Wow. Do we just keep all these and chain it off? Okay, that's rude. Rude, rude, rude. I wonder how many copies of Boseiju they play, because they had a Boseiju last game as well.
I believe in you, friend.
We play the Retrofitter. That's going to make our affinity count grow. And I think playing this doesn't do anything, right? We still have only 2 mana. So I think I'm supposed to get rid of you. So we can play a Mirror Enforcer here. Probably Yawgmoth coming down. There it is. I think if they didn't have a Boseiju, I think we would have been fine. Pesky, pesky Boseiju.
Now small, but not forever.
It's not
Opponent
a
misplayed
victory
there.
without you.
Shouldn't they have at least sacrificed their creature?
I am the
Okay.
thousand deaths.
To get rid of a
It's
simulacrum.
the light of life. The fruits of life will be devoured.
So we see that they have 2 Boseijus total. They have 2 Boseijus total. Good information. Another Bowmaster. Okay. 2 games in a row, double Bowmasters. A little bit too much. And a Boseiju. A little bit too much. Okay, great hand. The only thing that's really missing is Kappa Cannoneer, which hasn't showed up yet. Except for the first game. There's a halfling. Lab isn't quite what I want. Maybe I should name Tyvar. Because I'm kind of afraid of turn 2 happening a little bit more than anything. Turn 2 Tyvar could be pretty bad for me, right? Okay. Ooh, Simulacrum. What a card. What a card. What a card. Pretty amazing start so far. But the card that we really want, which is Kappa Cannoneer, which hasn't showed up yet, which is kind of sad, honestly. Like, where is it? But let's see if this aggression is enough to win the game here. Again. Okay. Attack all. They're gonna take 8 damage. That's a lot of damage. That means they go to 4. Wow. Okay, we're gonna make a token with the retrofitter here. Going to 4 with the Yawgmoth. We're probably not happy about that. Because they can't really draw that much. Nice. We did it. Just the pure aggression from Artifact Affinity here actually won. I'm actually very interested in taking a look at Yawgmoth again because of a Tyvar and Grist that I just saw there. Excellent hand, by the way. Tap an untapped artifact or a creature card. Pretty insane start. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Eldrazi's are coming. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Four artifacts. So I can technically play this. Yep, I'll keep them all. I will be keeping all of them. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Hopefully, we get to go fast enough. Oh, man. I think we have to attack. I think they shouldn't block. Because, maybe I'm not supposed to actually block the Urza's construction drone here. Because then they get 2 lands. Wait, they played a land before attacking. Okay. Okay, that was actually kind of sick, what they did. But they should have still attacked first, I feel like. Look at the way it's about to tap, though. The Kha'Zix command is kind of nasty, honestly. Okay, I don't believe there is a board wipe from colorless color that can get rid of all these colorless cards. Maybe I could have done it backwards, but I don't think it should matter too much. They're dead to Kappa Cannoneer next turn anyways. Nice. Okay, Metallic Rebukes. And a Spell Pierce. Their deck plays a lot of non-creature spells though. A lot of creature spells though. Maybe not for the Spell Pierce. Also, I don't think I like the Roiling Vortex. I'll probably change that to something else. The only reason it was there is because of show and tell, but thinking about it, our deck kind of gets hit by that card a lot. Like, look, right? 12 cards. I guess we don't need Shadow Spear in this matchup. And I guess I could go down on a call like maybe a Frogmere Enforcer. Yeah, Simulacrum feeling really good. So far, the Ugin's Labyrinth has been kind of underwhelming in this deck, but the fact that this can... It just has upsides, right? Like, it doesn't have downsides. I think it's still okay. I think I'll go Drum, and then Drum, Foundry, create a token. Once upon a time. I think my start last game was just too fast for them. Yeah, okay, I'm getting pretty lucky here. I am getting very lucky here. I guess if I wanted to play around Dismember, I don't sacrifice this Ornithopter. Chalice War 1 is fine. It's slightly annoying because I couldn't get the drum down, but... Let me see here. Can I play the Kappa Cannoneer? 6 mana? Nope. Guess we make a token and pass. They can still easily recover from this. Oh god. No, my Kappa Cannoneer. I just want to cast you. Cool art, by the way. Hey, I want that art. The attack with you. They have 5 mana. I think this, apparently it's a bad matchup for them. Alright, GG's. That was unfortunate. We got a bit lucky there, drawing an Ornithopter. And my opponent got very unlucky because they had to multiply. Nice hand. Nice enough hand. Channeler. So can I play this Frogmere Enforcer somehow? I don't think I can. Right? We still need to pay... Yeah. Next turn, though. I wonder if I can play the Thought Monitor. Play the Enforcer. Okay. Play the Enforcer. Okay, next turn. Next turn, we play both of these cards. And hopefully we don't die. Yeah, hopefully we don't die here. Lucky, lucky. You go to 6. We had a 6 start, but It just took too much damage. 6, 9. 9 damage just from burn. So we take 3, we go to 6. But we have to go to 5 because we have to play the thought monitor. Okay, let's I guess we technically don't need to. We can use the Springleaf Drum to pay for the Kappa Cannoneer. Up the Beanstalk. Okay. Is that gonna be enough to win the game though? So we block the Channeler with the Thought Monitor. And hope that they don't have 3 damage spell. Is that how it's gonna be? No. Yeah, looks like it's over. We just took too much damage. Yeah, they just had too much burn spells. Right? Way too much burn spells. Yeah, we could make a token and block the block with the flyer with the Dragon Rage Channeler, but we're dead to the Deathrise Shaman in 2 turns anyway, so I'm hesitant to play the Tormod's Crypt. Is that even necessary? I'll play 1. Let's actually cut a Mirror Enforcer. Okay. So we can go Moonsnare Prototype. We pass. Humano. Okay, for some reason, I thought the Moonsnare Prototype could tap Ornithopter for a green mana, just like a Springleaf Drum, so that was a misplay there. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. I can play out my Kappa Cannoneer here. If the Ornithopter survives, that is. Wait, what? Three, 4, 5, 6. Oh, up the Beanstalk is not an artifact. Okay, I'm throwing. We might be dead, honestly. Yeah, we might be dead here. They only have 1 card. Maybe I can chalk. Can I play the Mirror Enforcer first? I would like to attack with the Kappa Cannoneer every single turn, though. Yeah, this might be a little bit fishy. Okay, Tormod's Crypt was an excellent draw. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Potentially 8 damage coming out next turn. Yeah, this is not great, is it? Orcish Bowmaster? They missed the trigger on the up the beanstalk. Well, that's a lot of creatures. They're gonna be attacking all. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. I think because we are just so behind, we have to block the Orcish Bowmaster. We're probably dead, by the way. Unless some miracle happens. Another Kappa Cannoneer. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even if I block 4, I'm gonna die, right? So I would need to draw exactly a Thought Monitor. I think I do have to tap this in case I draw a Thought Monitor. Since I'm dead here anyways. Go land. Okay. GG's. GG's. Nice hand. Not a nice hand anymore. We're about to take our Retrofitter. Goodbye, Retrofitter. It was nice knowing you. Swamp Dark Ritual. Ooh. My opponent's cheating? Why Shieldred? Okay, I lost. Okay. Ooh, okay. Very nice. I think because of potential grief, we should just play out both of the Ornithopters here. So even if we get grieved, we got double Ornithopters down already. There it is. They're gonna take the up the beanstalk here. Really? Interesting. Sorin. Also pretty interesting.
Requires a proper feast.
Okay, we need a land so we can play out this simulacrum. Necropotence. They can only draw 4 cards. So now, even if they get a Sheldred, they can't gain life. Nice, we found the land. I think opponent's dead no matter what they do. I guess they could technically live with like double Bowmaster. Yeah, if they have double Bowmaster here, they can live. Okay, Fatal Push. I think I'm just going to create a creature. Demonic Tutor. I just don't see like I just don't see it. How they can survive here. Like what are they gonna get? Like stall, get another Bowmaster? Like that's about it, right? Like I'm creating another 4/4 here. Oh, maybe it could be March. Even if it's a March, I think you're dead, right? Dead. Nice. Okay, do I want Haywire Might? You know, well, now that I know that they play Necropotence, Hitting Needle seems really good. Hitting Needle, Metallic Rebuke. I think I'm just going to get Beanstalks out. Since they also play Shaldred. Maybe a Spell Pierce as well. Nah, they have so many discard spells. I don't think Spell Pierce is gonna work. They can just play around it. At least Metallic Rebuke hits creatures. Okay. Should I Pitting Needle first? And just call Necropotence. It's weird that they play Shaldred with Necropotence. Well, opponents certainly seemed like they were mulliganing into perhaps a Necropotence, so... They have a Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. We can beat a Shaldred with this hand. Or a Grief. I think they have to take out the Simulacrum. That thing is too strong. What? What? I mean, I'm, like, in no danger of dying. I feel like they have made a grave mistake. That is a very nice cry. We'll have to make 1,000,000 creatures here? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And I have a Shadow Spear as well, like... Seems good. Shaldred when I have a 13/13 lifelinker. Holy. That's a good joke. Let's say they don't block. Okay, they're just dead. Okay, I played 6 games with this deck, and we went 4-2. The deck felt really good. The deck felt really good. One thing I will say is the Rolling Vortex doesn't seem like it's it. Wasn't able to bring this card at all. And not only that, this card does kind of hit our own deck. We have a Frogmere Enforcers, Mirror Enforcers, Ornithopters as well. Like so that's 12 copies that Rolling Vortex is hitting. We need a new sideboard card for the Rolling Vortex here. And I was thinking, did you guys know that Flusterstorm is a card that they added? And you can only find this by crafting or as a box topper. So maybe this card is actually the nuts right now? So like maybe like 1 or 2 copies of a Flusterstorm. And maybe you also want some Dismember as well. I know you can't play Giganta if you bring in some Dismembers, but this could be very useful if you know that opponent is playing something like Sheoldred, which our deck is very, very weak to. So Dismember is something that you could bring versus a Sheoldred, so having 2 copies of it in the sideboard seems actually pretty nice. Orcish Bowmaster is an annoying card, but it's not gonna lose you the game. So maybe something like this, and maybe even a copy of a Brazen Borrower to fight up against Reanimates as well. So yeah, so this is a sideboard that I suggest, and in the deck list below, it'll have these in to reflect the changes. So besides the sideboard, let's talk about the main board. The Up the Beanstalk obviously was really good, and the Simulacrum feels amazing currently. Because now we got 2 more Affinity cards, right? Well, Kappa Cannoneer isn't technically Affinity, but... So we got the Kappa Cannoneers, now we have Frogmere Enforcer. So these 2 cards, so that's 8 additional cards that are now pumping more constructs onto the battlefield with Synthesizer. So naturally, the Synthesizer is going to get a lot stronger as a result. So I'm very happy about this. So we got the early game aggression with the Ornithopter early, and then you get Of the Beanstalk down on turn 2, into Simulacrum down on turn 3, and then the following turn, you can just run out all these cards and just kind of win the game. So unfortunately, in this session, Kappa Cannoneer hasn't managed to show up at a relevant time. Usually when the Kappa Cannoneer came down, my opponent surrendered, but not because I played the Kappa Cannoneers, but the Simulacrum Synthesizer just kind of took over the game. Basically, the end goal with this deck is to get either the Simulacrum Synthesizer and win the game, or you use the Kappa Cannoneer to win the game, because once this card does come down at a reasonable time, you're gonna win the game by just attacking a few times with this card, because they're gonna be losing a lot of life with fetch lands, right? And then you make this card unblockable every single turn, and you just kind of win the game. So we got 2 cards that just kind of ends the game, Simulacrum and Kappa Cannoneer. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. This was day 2 of testing the Modern Horizon 3 set. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.